195 currently. That's what's up. Currently bloated right now. Just had my meal, sitting at 195. After a 95-hour fast, you already know what it is. Man, let me get back to y'all real quick. Let me get some clothes on. It has been one hell of a day, man. I broke my fast at 5:35 with my wife and watched The Wizard of Oz with my daughter or whatnot. Let's see what's up, baby girl.
Hi.
But yeah, man, it's been a hell of a journey. It's been a hell of a journey, freaking. It was like a good 4-day fast. I think I love this style of eating. I'm not gonna necessarily call it a diet because I think it's more of a lifestyle for me. I mean, everybody else is individual, but I like to look at health as a holistic part of life. You know what I mean? Like, fasting is just a holistic way of living. And I was reading in Kemet, as well as in the Bible, as well as in the Quran, and as well as Buddhist texts and Hindu texts, that they fasted to purge the things that were working against them within. You know what I mean? Sometimes we lose relatives. We go through hardships. We go through adversities, and we go through hard times. But what does everybody do during a funeral? They cook right after, or you graduate, you celebrate something, and you're grubbing. Everything has to do with eating and feeding, and you know what I mean? When you're sad, you're depressed, some people go to eating, some people go to fasting, you know what I mean? And that's a way to kind of solidify that emotion, to make it, I don't know how to really say it. Like, I feel like we just eat just to eat, you know what I mean? And not make it why we're gonna eat, you know what I mean? If that makes sense. I think everybody, some people, I think when you're constantly putting food in your belly, it distracts from this. And then this ignores the whole body. And then you start living just through your eyes when you are a spiritual being. You know what I mean? I know it says in the Bible that the eyes will lie to the soul. You know what I mean? They say the eyes are the windows to the soul. But I feel like your eyes will lie to you. Your ears will lie to you. Your mouth will guide you to wherever you put it. Left, right, you know. But I believe once you fast, it exposes you to the true you. And this society that we live in right now, we're getting a real dose of who you are. You know, it's an apocalypse, right? Going on. That's what they say in Revelations. But all it is revealing who you are. Are you a fearful person? Are you a loving person? Are you angry individual? Are you a sad individual? You know what I mean? And you got to choose where you want to operate from. Either a place of fear or a place of love. You know? And then again, like, when we do fast, even when we don't fast, like, intentionally, you got to understand everything gets heightened 10 times more because you're hungry. You're starving for some type of nutrition. And, no, in scripture it says, one shall not eat off bread alone, but every word. Word meaning wisdom, meaning understanding, knowledge. And that's where we are at a society that we kind of brisk through life, me, myself included, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes we mindlessly scroll through IG. We mindlessly scroll through YouTube. We mindlessly scroll through Twitter, Facebook, our friends, our family, our environment. I feel like these things are crucial in order to have order in our life. If you don't have order, you have disorder. Order brings happiness. Self-discipline brings happiness, love. When you love yourself enough, you do the right things. You have courage. You have the brains. But during this time of fasting, if your body's not feeding, that time that you spent cooking, maybe it takes you an hour to cook some rice and some beans and some chicken, you know what I mean? And then by the time you're done consuming that meal, right? By the time you're done consuming that meal, it's already like an hour and 30 minutes. That's 90 minutes. I think when it says give yourself 10%, right? Like a car battery, it gives 10% of the start that a car needs. And then the alternator takes control, right? If you give 10% to yourself of your 24 hours in the day, meaning you put yourself in front of some knowledge, some understanding of, or a teacher of higher learning, you know what I mean, or an institute or university, and you do that on a fasted stomach, I think it gives you an essence of being, an essence of doing, you know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of us are taught through generation to generation to depend on somebody. You know what I mean? Depend on somebody. Remember, you came through your parents. You didn't come from your parents. You came through. You're a higher being. But society likes to tell you otherwise. You know what I mean? They individualize you. I know, like, in school, they'll put you, if you're slow and you can't keep up with the rest, right? You're not too analytical, they'll put you as a special needs student, which is like a low frequency, low vibrational type of a school. Like, you know, all the other kids are going to make fun of you. I was one of those kids that rode the short bus, you know what I mean? But that's because I didn't fit in. And you shouldn't fit in either, because you don't look like everybody else. And if you're looking to be normal, then you're going to be always out of place. There's so much chaos going in the world because people want to fit in so bad. Like, oh, I need to work. I need to work. Your job is not your work. There's two differences. You have a purpose here. See what I'm saying? People are lost without their jobs and don't have their work in order. You know what I mean? Like, everybody has a purpose here. You know what I mean? Of course you have to work. Of course you have to survive. Of course you have to have a roof over your head. Those things come. It comes. Just like how you came, it comes. But yeah, man, I don't think you could operate efficiently, spiritually, mentally, physically, if you're out of balance in one of those areas. You know what I mean? And think about it. Like, if your body's sick, how can you produce a positive thought? I mean, you could jumpstart your way there. You know? I don't know. It's my thinking. But so far, anyways, I'm going to put a chat to that subject. If you guys want me to further elaborate, I could break out the Bible. I could break out the emerald tablets. I could break out the Kabbalion. I could break out the Quran. Hindu texts, whatever it may be, and just show you and guide you, you know what I mean? But that's bred for higher learning and those people that already have understanding. I don't want to just talk to people that don't have an awareness of that being yet. But so far on my weight loss journey, going back to that, I started off at 226 pounds, 230 around there, and right now I'm full. Ate good, you know what I mean? I probably have a smoothie in about an hour, like a fruit smoothie with mangoes, pears, and strawberries, blueberries, you know, powerful foods. And end it with that night, and then I'll probably do a 24-hour fast or whatnot. But so far, I've been able to, from 226, 230 to now, I'm probably down 30 pounds. Oops, 30 pounds, you know what I mean? Including fasting and doing all these things. Yeah, man. So I'm pretty proud of myself. I still got a long way to go. I'm trying to get down to 175. And the thing about it is, like, when you're on this journey, everybody got something to say. Everybody's a doctor. Everybody's wise. You know what I mean? But you got to go with instinct. You just got to go with you. You know what I'm saying? And you got to figure it out for yourself. And fear is going to play a role. It's going to kick in. It's going to be like, don't do that. Don't do that. Especially when them hunger hormones start kicking in. And it's going to be like, yo, you'll start tasting pizza from the 3rd grade, dog. You start tasting your favorite pizza. For me, it's pizza. Some people like cheeseburger. I love cheeseburgers too, but you know what I mean? Your favorite foods start coming and attacking you. People just start coming out of left field, acting crazy. But your job is to be still during the storm. Alright? But anyways, please comment below, subscribe, hit that bell's notification button. Share this with somebody that needs it, baby. Don't be selfish. Alright? If you're viewing it, I appreciate you. I love you, man. Peace.